Hello, everybody. Welcome to Founders and Creators. Today on our show, we have Jamishio. He is a TikTok personality with 1 million TikTok followers. He rose to fame by posting daily videos on his self-titled account. He also has a significant presence on YouTube, posting ASMR videos with 18,000 subscribers. Jamishio, welcome to the show. How's it going today?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having me.
Of course, of course. Let's just jump right into it. I've got tons of questions. So first off, I want to congratulate you on 1 million TikTok followers. That's
Thank you.
massive. You're also the first TikToker on our show, so I'm eager to ask you a bunch of TikTok related questions. The first one being, how did you get started on TikTok?
So I first downloaded the app junior year of college, which was like 2018, 2019. And I wasn't really sure what the app was yet. Like I thought it was just dancing videos or like cringe videos until I downloaded it. But I didn't really know like what to expect from it. Like the For You page was interesting. You would just scroll and it would autoplay videos. But I didn't really post anything at all until 2020. And I basically like graduated from college and well, I was also quarantined, so I couldn't really find a job.
Mm-hmm.
And my friend had to go back to college, so I was kind of lonely, quarantined at home. And I decided to start posting TikToks. Like I saw people on Reddit talk about how great it is, and like how you can find audience and get like exposure there. So I decided to post videos. I posted like 8 to 10 a day, like all of September 2020. That's when I started. I posted like 10 videos a day.
Wow.
And I didn't really get anywhere until the end of September where I had a video reach 1 million followers. And like ever since then, I just kept posting and kept growing.
That's awesome. That's fantastic. So, I mean, I guess I do have to ask you about that. In the beginning phase, did you realize, the potential and, were you just kind of putting them on just for exposure or, was there some sort of strategy involved?
No, I honestly didn't really have a goal. I wanted to get 100,000 followers total like ever on TikTok as like my own personal goal. But I didn't really have like a plan or a strategy. Like I just posted things that I thought were funny. I would scroll my For You page and get inspiration that way and just post videos based on what I thought was funny.
Cool, cool. So, I mean, I guess obviously on our show, we're focusing on the creator aspect and, how teaching others as well, like, how they can replicate your success and things like that. Is there some things that you would recommend for someone who wants to become, a TikTok personality or maybe even just create TikToks?
Yeah, I think in the beginning I would just like post anything. Like it's gonna be a bad post, it's gonna be boring and no one's gonna like it. You just have to get over that hill of like realizing you're gonna make bad videos. Like I didn't really care that much that I got like low views when I first started.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I knew like I had to practice and keep going, which is why I kept making 10 videos a day because I learned quickly that way. But you basically just, oh, sorry.
No, you're good. I was just gonna follow up. Like, so would you recommend then like sheer volume in the beginning, just like post a bunch and then see what
Yeah,
sticks? Yeah.
it's definitely like a quantity over quality thing at first, and then focus on quality once you get like a niche or figure out what type of video you want to post. Because I didn't really know what I wanted to post initially. I like posted ASMR videos. I also posted like funny comedy skits, and I
Mhm.
just kind of had to figure myself out at first.
Oh, cool. Sweet. So, I mean, I have to ask, I see you're wearing the Minecraft hoodie, the iconic Minecraft hoodie. How did you get the idea to wear that and incorporate it in your personality? What's the story behind the hoodie?
Yeah, so I just randomly put it on for a few videos because I always try to figure out ways to get people to keep watching or like find props that help make videos better. And I started posting like Discord moderator POVs, so I just try to dress up as nerdy as possible. And I just like I bought like an Among Us desk mat. I have an Among Us shirt and plushie as well. I just try to find like anything that I could put in videos that would help. But like the one thing that people would always comment on is the Minecraft hoodie. And
Mhm.
like I guess the stereotype is everyone had that one kid at school with a Minecraft hoodie that smelled really bad. And that's like the stereotype with Discord mods as well. So I kind of just like kept using it, and I eventually realized like I kind of needed it to keep making my videos since it was so iconic and everyone knew me as like that guy with the Minecraft hoodie.
It is iconic. The funniest thing happened over the weekend, actually. I told somebody I was going to interview you, and I said your name, and they were like, "Oh, the guy with the Minecraft hoodie."
Yeah.
That's literally what they said. And I was
That's
like,
awesome.
I was like, yeah. He's like, and he's like, oh yeah, I always see that guy on my For You page showing up wearing that iconic hoodie. I mean, you got to get those things. You got to come with some sort of partnership with Minecraft. That'd be the coolest thing,
Yeah, that'd
because
be
like you've
awesome.
made it iconic on TikTok, really.
Hmm. Yeah, I gotta like advertise their merch or something. Like,
Something like
if
that.
Minecraft's watching this, I would love to take some merch.
Let's hope so. So I guess then, what do you think is the best and worst aspect of TikTok from a creator's perspective? Because you've been in the lower part growing, but now you've hit that stride and a massive success. So where do you think it's good and bad from a creator's perspective?
Yeah, so I think the best I would say is the monetization aspects because they are working hard through that. But I honestly think number one best thing on TikTok is the exposure and just being able to get views no matter what. Like it's kind of insane. It took me like a year to get 1 million followers, but I feel like on other platforms it would take like multiple years to get even like 100,000 like posting consistently. But like even if you're a small creator, you can get videos with a lot of views, or even if you're big, I guess it's a trade-off because even if you're a big creator, you could post something and it wouldn't get that many views.
Right.
But I would say the worst thing about TikTok is it's like auto moderation. I know myself and a lot of others deal with videos getting taken down for no reason. Like I got a lot of minor safety videos taken down, but I'm an adult and it's like I've heard a lot of people get minor violations even though they're adults posting on TikTok. And like there's an appeal process that you can go through, but sometimes they won't bring the video back up, which sucks.
Yeah, that's so weird. I do always see that, and everyone has their alt accounts and things like that.
Yeah.
Is that just part of being a TikToker, having an alt account? Like, I didn't even
It
look. Do
seems
you
like
have
it.
one, or I don't know?
I don't. I've thought about making an alt account just to post videos and not care about like the views, but
Mhm.
I'm pretty lazy, so I haven't started that.
Well, then I guess while we're on the topic, of your posting schedule and things like that. So now that you've established that bigger audience, are you still filming as much? Like, what does your workload look like?
Yeah, so nowadays I usually like sit down and maybe record 5 or 6 videos at a time. Since I post daily, I try to have like at least 5 videos in my drafts. And like I post one every 8 p.m. now, so I gotta make sure like I have their captions correct
Oh, nice.
and subtitles and like all that finished before I post it. But I used to just sit and like make tens and like 20 videos a day, like for hours a day. But it doesn't take that long for me anymore. I've gotten like used to recording and figuring out what makes a good video and if I need to re-record something or just delete it.
Oh, sweet. No, I think that's a good process. I mean, because I know so many people do it differently. We had Dean on our show, and he was big on the 80/20 rule and like optimization, everything. But with TikTok,
Mhm.
it's super interesting because they're short videos. Like you said, you could film, 5, 10 in a setting. Um,
Yeah.
that's really neat. I guess while we're on topic of ideation, so obviously humor is like a very hard thing for a lot of people. Like I
Mhm.
used to have this YouTube channel where I told jokes and it was like horrible, but obviously you've done it pretty successfully. Is that something that came naturally to you, or did you strive to establish like I want to be funny, or how did that look like for you?
I guess like it kind of came naturally because in a way I've always tried to make humorous videos. Like even when I was like 10 or 11 years old, I used to watch Fred Figglehorn on YouTube, and I
Oh
thought he was
yeah.
the funniest channel ever. And I made like Fred like videos when I was also 10 or 11. So I've always tried to be funny since like I was super young. So I guess maybe yes to both of those questions, but nowadays it's just like if I have an idea that pops into my head, I write it down,
Yeah.
and save it to record it later.
Yeah. Well, so then I guess that was the follow-up. What is your ideation process like? Because obviously it's different on TikTok because of all the trends and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Could you explain like how you find trends that you want to jump on and what that process is like?
Yeah, so I think I'm pretty good at finding trends. I just like my For You page is very broad, so I get a lot of trends quickly. So I see them rise before they're like huge, and I jump on that. But what I do to find trends is I just watch videos on my For You page, and if I see like a sound or a something like a video, a specific dance or something pop up 3 to 5 times, I know that it's either a trend or it's gonna trend. And I like record a video instantly so I can upload one as soon as possible. And I like all my trend like videos always do well. And I think it's because I post them quickly, like before the trend is over.
Yeah, so I guess that was another question I did have because I consider myself kind of a noob to TikTok. Is I see these trends, and how do you know if a trend is still relevant or if it's dead? Do how do you determine that personally?
Um, I guess like if something new happens, like I never really see multiple trends trending at the same time. Um, so if I see like a new audio pop up, like I know the last audio died out, or you can
Uh,
also go to the audio page and look at like the last video that was posted. If it was like a few weeks ago, then chances are people aren't really posting like that trend
right,
anymore. It's over.
right.
It just happens so quickly too.
Well, so then I guess the other question then is how much of your content reflects trends versus like original content? Because I'm sure like a lot of people are going to want to come onto TikTok, newer creators, and maybe just focus on original content and not enough
Mhm.
trends. Like, what would you say like the split is 50-50? What do you think?
Right now, I'd say like maybe 10% of it is trends.
Oh,
My
really? That little?
recent, yeah,
Wow.
just because like I maybe would post a trending video like once every few weeks.
Huh.
But before I'd mostly post trends, like before like I had a huge blow up in the summer of 2021, where I started posting my Discord moderator POVs, and I first like got that explosion from a trend, and then I started posting Discord moderator POVs at the same time. Like every other day, I'd post a trend and then a Discord mod POV, and then another trend. And like I just got like a bunch of people grouped up into my videos. And
Oh, cool.
now, since I can just be original, I try to be more original than follow trends.
That makes sense. So then I
Yeah.
guess for a newer, content creator, then you would say that maybe it depends on the trend and like if you can capitalize on the trend, then do it more
Yeah.
like you said in the summer.
Yeah, I think if you're a newer creator, you definitely have to get on the trends, because then you'll know for sure like there's an audience for your video and TikTok will show it to you.
Right.
And if if there is an audience, like people will watch your video, TikTok will keep spreading it, it'll grow. And that's how you can get like your initial audience just for through trends.
So then I guess I've 100 questions. So sorry, because some of them I just think of, but like this is really interesting to me. But when you initially, not to go back a little bit, but when you initially started posting, was there a number that you hit? Because obviously, like we'll talk about it a little later. We're both on YouTube as well, but
Mhm.
once you hit that monetization mark, you kind of notice, or all right, things are kind of established. Is there a mark on TikTok like that? A certain amount of followers or a certain amount of views that you're getting per video where you're like, okay, I've kind of established an audience. Do
Yeah.
you know?
Well, for me, I feel like it was when I reached 700 followers, which is a lot more than YouTube. I feel like you could just get monetized on YouTube and start making decent money.
Hmm.
But you would make money through the creator fund on TikTok, which doesn't pay well. a million views is like about $30 to $50 on TikTok. So I really had to get sponsorships, and that was like 700 followers for me. I'd average like 800,000 views a video.
Wow.
That's when like I like realized that's kind of like where I broke the monetization thing. Like since then I've been able to work with sponsors, but before then like I wasn't sponsored at all.
Hmm.
Which
So,
is probably different for everyone too.
well, yeah, that's what, yeah, obvious. Yeah, I think that's pretty prominent. And I guess, I mean, the other thing is with these sponsors, I mean, do you have to, for TikTok, like, I don't even know what are the guidelines that are these marketers are looking at for, sponsorship deals? Is it like how many seconds do you have to put in the video? Because I know you have to put that sponsored thing on there. Like, what does that whole process look like for sponsorships?
Yeah, so I have my Instagram linked on my TikTok, and that's how they find my email or they DM me on Instagram. Um, and they basically ask me for my rates, what they're trying to sell. Um, they usually say like make a 45 to 60 second video, which I don't always follow. I don't think they really care that much. But they just say like talk about this part of the product and tell them to like check out the link in your bio to buy it. And they also ask for like my rates on how long I'll leave the link in my bio for.
Oh, I didn't
Um,
even think of that. Right, because TikTok has those guidelines. So yeah, how does that okay, so how does that work then? Like on typical for like an advertiser, how long would you leave a link for them on your bio?
it's usually just like a week,
A week. Okay.
sometimes like 3 to 4 days to a week.
That's interesting.
Um,
Yeah, because it's a
yeah,
whole different game. Because with YouTube, you can leave the link in the description and all that
yeah.
stuff. And TikTok, it's very limited. I didn't even think about that. Oh, that's fascinating. Wow.
Yeah, I wish it was like that on TikTok where I could put the link in the description. Because if I post daily and I had a sponsor every day, like that'd be a lot more money. But I have to leave the link up for a week, which
Yeah,
it sucks.
yeah, for sure. So I guess we a little bit talked about your workflow and how many TikToks do you have. And actually you did mention it a little bit, how you get like these ideas and stuff like this. But is there a specific, you know, I guess everybody wants to be on TikTok, right? Everybody wants to start and things like that. Do you recommend a certain type of phone or a certain type of, product that they could use maybe to get started? Or do you think the barrier of entry is low? What is that? What do you have? I mean, what phone do you have? What do you use right now?
Yeah, so right now I have a Pixel 5, but I started with a Samsung 7, which like at the time was 4 or 5 years old, and the quality was awful. So I definitely think you don't need a good phone. Um, and even like the Pixel 5 is like not that great on TikTok. Like anything Android wise isn't too great. And I probably should have gone an iPhone, but I didn't. But you don't need an iPhone to post TikToks at all, honestly.
Yeah. Well, that's good. That's good to hear because I know that a lot of people are always like, "Oh, my phone's not, it doesn't have enough good enough camera." Like, I just recently upgraded
Mhm.
myself, but I know for a while there, I had an older iPhone 6, and even for myself, I was
Mhm.
like, "Oh, like I don't know if my quality is good enough." But I think that I think you're totally right. And I mean, we pay attention to those little details because we're creators. But I think most people,
Yeah.
if it's kind of a little pixelated on TikTok, they're not
Hmm.
going to know the difference.
Yeah. And I also think low quality equals funny. I'd rather look at like a low quality video than a high quality video on TikTok.
So one of your one of your tips is if it's low quality, like that equals humor.
Yeah, like it's so much funnier. Like I like even on scrolling my For You page, if I see someone using an HD camera, like I'll automatically think it's an ad, first of all. So I'll probably swipe. But like it's just low quality videos are really funny to me.
That's hilarious. So to change topics a little bit, obviously XQC reacted to one of your TikToks. One of my personal favorite TikToks that you do, a little bit, someone talks during Discord movie night, which is hilarious. If anyone hasn't watched that, you have to watch it, especially, avid Discord people, because it's so true. Everything you said in that video is just like spot on. I know a guy who literally is exactly like the character that you created, and it's just, I was dying. But anyways, so XQC reacted to that. What was your reaction to his response?
Yeah, so I initially found out he reacted on TikTok, and I was like, what? No way. No way XQC watched my TikTok. But someone linked it to me, and honestly, I thought it was insane, like that he laughed at it. And like I just thought that was pretty cool. I made XQC laugh. That was like, I don't know, that was a big moment for me, honestly. Because he's a really popular streamer. He's probably one of the biggest streamers. And like knowing that he like knows, like, or he's seen me, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, no, that's amazing. That's like, honestly, I would put that on your resume. Like XQC reacted to one of my videos.
Yeah. That's a big achievement, I think.
100%. So are there any other, while we're on the topic of other content creators, are there any other TikTokers that inspire you, or maybe currently inspire you, or maybe inspired you in the beginning?
Yeah, there's a lot, honestly.
Well, just
big ones.
List as many as you can think of off your head.
I think there's one recently I've seen. I think his name is Outpig, and he also does like POV content. It's like, I don't know, his videos are very unique. Like he usually does videos of like someone that needs a lot of help. I don't know how to describe it. Like they like try to go out and like do their own thing, like maybe get tires fixed on their car or something, or like they need to call their dad, and it's just like really funny. Like how they interact with like the cashier. Yeah. And then there's also Matt the Person, who does like POV videos as well. He also makes YouTube videos, which I'd love to make. It's just like highly edited like gaming videos of him trying out a game for the first time. It's very like, you watch it not because of the game, but because of his personality. Right. And that's something I want to try to accomplish as well.
That's cool. I think that's a good, those are some good names. And I mean, I guess, so then the follow-up to that obviously would be, where do you see yourself, in the TikTok metaverse, so like, are you just primarily in that POV category, or, would you put yourself in the personality or the humor, or all three? Like how because you've obviously distinguished yourself. So for other people, like, how do they do that? How do they distinguish themselves with the massive amounts of creators that, exist on there?
Yeah, so I think it just like happens. I didn't really think of it myself. Like, I would say I'm in the POV community, or like the humor community, but that kind of only happened because people would watch me. So like, I guess viewers would see me as like a member of the POV community. So that's kind of like what I am, I suppose. Like I didn't really choose it myself, I guess.
No, that makes sense. Well, because I was wondering, because like when I mentioned you over the weekend, someone compared you to like Oliver Tree, like how he has that character, that personality that he makes content with. And I kind of, in my mind, put you in that category as well. Do you see that? Or
yeah, because it's definitely not like a personality thing, because I play as a character.
Right. Well, so, yeah, that's true, I guess. Yeah. Well, because I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but don't they call it a personality? Or maybe
that's true. Yeah.
Because like all,
but I guess it's not like my personality.
Right. Yeah. Right. So then, yeah, I mean, because obviously, I mean, I hope you don't, you're not Discord moving people, for stuff, but yeah, you never know.
True.
So before we jump ship, what is the biggest mistake that you've made on your TikTok career, the entire TikTok career? Biggest mistake?
Oh, there's so many.
List a couple.
A couple. I honestly like making my username Jamishio. No one knows how to pronounce it or how to spell it. Um, but I guess that kind of proves that you don't need like a good username to be big. Like you can name yourself whatever. And it's like a good joke. Like no one knows how to spell it or say it. Like, um, but I'd say like a big mistake is not broadening myself out. Like I think if I posted a POV that wasn't a Discord mod, it wouldn't do as well as my other videos.
Mm-hmm.
And I probably should have done that earlier because now, like, if when you think of me, you don't think of me as like the POV person. You think of me the Discord mod POV.
Right. True.
Yeah, and I've tried like making like videos similar, like if a Discord mod was your gym teacher or like your parent POV, and like they still don't do as well. So I just have to like work on broadening out a bit, I guess.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. And I don't think that that's necessarily a bad thing too. I just think that the Discord mod in particular is so relatable to a lot of people nowadays because let's be honest, like our generation, the younger generation, even older generation, like everybody's hyper focused on this online community, platform, Discord. And I remember when we used TeamSpeak. Did you ever use that?
Yeah, I did a little bit.
TeamSpeak was my favorite thing. And then I remember like I took a couple of years off and then like Discord kind of popped up. And then now it's massive. And all of your content, the POV Discord is just so relatable. So I think that maybe that's why, it does so well, is because so many people know, a Discord mod or admin that has, kind of done something, like that you're showing.
Yeah, I agree. I guess like the only reason I think it's an issue is if I ever run out of ideas, it's like, what am I gonna do?
True.
But I haven't really run out of anything yet.
No, I'm sure. Listen, as long as Discord is around and everyone's still using it, I'm sure you're gonna have enough content for forever. Seriously. And especially I guess the other content too, like with the Minecraft memes and stuff like that. I mean, Minecraft is, I believe, one of the highest grossing games, if not the highest grossing video games of all time. So I mean, that's another thing. You picked two things that are super relatable: Discord, which is has massive popularity, and Minecraft, which is one of the highest grossing games of all time. So I think you picked two good ones.
Thank you.
So to shift gears a little bit, though, I do want to talk about your ASMR YouTube channel. So could you tell me a bit about that and how it started and what your future plans are?
Yeah, so I first posted an ASMR video in like 2016 because I had a Blue Yeti microphone, and my friend told me like, oh, you should check out ASMR, like everyone in that community uses a Blue Yeti microphone. And I made one, and I don't know, it didn't do that great. But I also wasn't really like focusing on YouTube at that time, so I didn't really know like what to do. I just like I think I played Stardew Valley and just whispered over the gameplay. And ASMR has changed so much like since then. But in like March 2020, I had to go home from school in quarantine. And I was like, I just like watched ASMR because they're super relaxing and helpful for us. So like during that time, it was perfect. And I made a few more again, and two of my friends told me like they're really awesome, like they help me sleep. And I was like, whoa, like people are actually watching it to fall asleep. That's kind of crazy. So I kept posting more and more. And I posted daily ASMR videos and TikTok videos at the same time eventually. And that was like a lot for me because I could only record ASMR at night when everyone's asleep in my house and it's like most quiet. Since I'm using a Blue Yeti, it picks up like the entire house.
Yeah, I've been there.
Yeah. And I just kept recording videos, and like blowing up on TikTok has helped my ASMR channel grow, even though they're like two very separate niches. And I just like kept posting ASMR videos, and my friends kept watching them. And like, I don't know, it was very bizarre that people actually like turn on my ASMR videos to fall asleep. Like their sleep schedules were in my hands, and that was kind of crazy to me.
That's hilarious. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's
So,
like I could scream in the microphone at any point and they trust me enough to fall asleep
right?
to me.
No, I know that was always my concern with those videos, along with those videos where I'm sure you've seen them, the 2 hours of relaxing sounds.
Yeah.
I'm always concerned there'll be like a scare in the middle of it or something. But and then with YouTube taking away the dislike button, how are people gonna know?
Yeah,
They
that's true.
click
I
on
didn't
one of
even
those
think about that
videos.
before. Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess what is the most challenging aspect of creating ASMR videos?
Um, I guess like motivation definitely because since I can only record like past midnight, I have to be awake and like set up my camera and everything. I use like a high quality, like a Fujifilm camera.
Hmm.
So I have to set that up on a tripod. I have to like clear my desk, go around my house and find stuff to tap on. It's like a lot of setting up. Like I wish I did have like a dedicated space just for ASMR that was always set up, but at the moment I don't have that.
Well, I'm sure you'll get there. I mean,
Yeah, I
I,
hope so.
I mean, if your growth shows anything, you'll definitely get there if you can
Mhm.
transcend in that same direction, which I'm sure you will. So, I mean, I guess for those people that are interested then in creating, ASMR related content, would you have any recommendations for someone getting started who wants to do that?
Yeah, I would say even if you have like Apple earbuds, like that's a great microphone to get started with, and everyone has earbuds. Or like if you need more products, I would get a Blue Yeti. Honestly, they're really good for ASMR. Even like a bad webcam is great too. Like I think there's a lot of people that like low quality ASMR, and like I like it too. It's like relaxing and like not seeing like crazy backgrounds or like crazy props or whatever. It's like nice just like seeing someone like a new creator make ASMR. But I would just I would create videos that you like listening to, which is helpful. That helped me a lot.
Oh, that's great advice. I never really thought of it like that. So, I mean, that's twice now that you've mentioned low quality, like you look for low quality. Uh,
Yeah, that's true.
is that something I'm not aware of? Is that like a thing in your community, or is that just a personal preference?
That might just be a personal preference, honestly. But I have heard of um, people like in the ASMR community watching newer creators just because their quality is so much lower.
Wow.
It's like a unique experience compared to the bigger ASMR artists.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I know, again, I never really thought of it like that. That's really interesting. Wow. So then I have to ask, obviously, being that we talked a little bit about YouTube, and your massive success on TikTok, but what's your opinion on YouTube Shorts? So for everybody that don't know, YouTube Shorts is their YouTube's version of TikTok's, competing against TikTok short form content, things like that. Do you have an opinion on YouTube Shorts?
Yeah, I don't like them. It's like scrolling through them. It's nothing like my TikTok for you page. Like I don't see any videos I enjoy. They're all reposted TikToks too.
Hmm.
Like I've already seen all the YouTube shorts on TikTok before, so I never scroll them. I do have a shorts channel, and I don't really do well on them. I have like one video that has 2 million views, and it's gone downhill since. So yeah, I should like focus more onto YouTube shorts, but it's definitely not a priority just because I don't really enjoy them.
So then I have to ask as well, what does YouTube need to do to make YouTube Shorts, a place for a creator like you?
The For You page definitely needs to be better. Like even on TikTok, I would still love watching videos and creating them. Because TikTok like knows me better than I know me. But it's also like a problem that YouTube can't really fix. But if they could somehow detect if a TikTok is reposted, It'd be nice if that could be removed because I'm just like seeing the same videos over and over again. But that's like just an issue with making a new platform
That's
that
true.
already exists, I guess.
That's true. I mean, do you ever see your own TikToks on there? Do people ever rip them off?
I have on Instagram, but not on YouTube Shorts.
What does that look like? I mean, do you do a DMCA takedown, or what do you
No,
do?
I don't really care that much. Even if like when you download a TikTok, the watermark shows up, which is fine.
Hmm.
Sometimes people just remove the watermark, which I think is silly. Like it doesn't take away from the video or anything.
Right.
And I don't know, I don't really mind it that much. It's spreading my face, which is helpful, I think, for my brand.
I think so too. Yeah. And I think the ID system and kind of content in TikTok, it's like the wild, wild west, like almost anything goes versus YouTube, where like if someone's blatantly ripping off your YouTube video, I think that that's different. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, it's yeah, that's true. And I also like don't really lose money compared to YouTubers if they got their videos reposted.
That's true.
There's a lot of money involved there.
Right. Right. That's true. So, I guess we've covered a lot. If you were to give one piece of advice to a new creator, TikTok, or YouTube, what would it be? Well, let's just say like this person right in front of you, maybe your buddy wants to get started. One piece of advice. What would you tell him?
I would say like first set up like a goal of what you want from either YouTube or TikTok, like if it's to make money or if it's to reach an audience or a community. Just because then you like won't let yourself down or you'll have like a goal to try to get to. Because like I feel like a lot of people go into YouTube wanting to make it like a career, which is fine. It's just like I think a lot of people end up stopping because they don't really succeed like quickly. So thankfully, like I think it's like good to decide like your career for the future, I guess. Like there's a reason YouTubers are full-time YouTubers. It's because they enjoy it. Like they'd rather be a full-time YouTuber or TikToker than work like a desk job or something. So like if you want to do it just for fun, like that's fine too. Like you'll make money eventually. That's kind of like what happened to me. It was started as a hobby and then I realized money is involved, like, oh, whoa. And I just, now it's like, I do it for both. Like, even if I wasn't making money, I'd still post TikToks and YouTube videos. But a big factor of my inspiration is because of money, or my motivation is because of money.
What's hilarious about that is you're the fourth guest, and all four guests have said something pretty much similar. Whereas, like, yeah, we enjoy it, but money makes us enjoy it so much more.
It's like insane how like a hobby is making money for me. So now there's two factors to it.
Yeah. Yeah. No, well, that's great advice. And I'm sure that, anybody hearing that, you know, that's nice to hear, because, and I guess that's kind of why I came up with this idea is to have a platform where people can talk about these things, because as we discovered, because we're on the same Discord and stuff like that, there's not that many places on the internet for creators to talk about each other and things like that. So
Yeah.
it's good to have that conversation. So
Yeah, I think so too.
yeah. Well, I mean, I guess that just about does it. Obviously, thank you so much for coming on the show. I really appreciate it. Before you go, though, do you have anything that you want to promote to the audience and tell them about?
Yeah, all my socials, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok is Jamishio. Jamishio ASMR is on YouTube for ASMR videos. That's about all my socials.
Awesome. Okay, great. Well, again, thank you so much. This was Founders and Creators. We will catch you guys next time. See ya.